I am sentient sessions. Sentient sessions. No need for stressing. We're here for lessons. Cause it's sentient sessions. You know what came to mind? I already did my prayers. I'm here. I'm relaxed. Like every time I do my readings, I get more and more relaxed. I really love this. I love channeling energy. I love reading energy. I love explaining energy. I was listening to gospel yesterday. You know, it's so funny. Perception is such a funny thing. There's so a tendency to look at me and just, I don't know, assume that I'm just unholy. I'm holy as hell. I'm a holy whore. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I am. But I have more respect for myself than a lot of people understand, I realize. And it's not even in a comparison thing. It's just like people see the piercings, the colored hair, and just assume bullshit. I love God and I seek a connection with God at all times in everything I do. Like it's more than just a being that is peering down and just like it's an energy. I will continuously say how I feel about it. Like it is an energy. God is an energy. God is love. We're all unique for a reason. How we connect to God is how we connect to God. There's such a tendency to judge shit and just feel as though like you know what's best, and it's like you don't know what's best for me. So sometimes I listen to gospel, and sometimes that's kind of surprising to people. So I was listening to like never would have made it, never would have made it without you. I pulled a card. I didn't even really mean to. Weirdo. Never would have made it. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't come to this space of acceptance. Without tapping into that energy, without realizing the God within me, without realizing that my authenticity is what's going to bring me to the most important part of my journey, or just bring me along my path with such ease. I'm not even going to say it's such ease, because I really do be fighting battles out here. I feel like I'm one of God's strongest. But I have no problem standing out because I realize that that is my duty. I'm created uniquely so I could stand out, so that I could be me, so I could be different. I'm unique. I learned to say weird less and say unique more. Like I used to really align to being a weirdo because I was always very outcasted. I've always been very odd and very spiritual in nature. Like I always sought God, but people didn't understand how I was going about it, and it made for a lot of resistance, and it brought up a lot of feelings of shame and anger and all that. I got Once to Play Your Heart. Damn, okay, this is a different reading. But, and I'm listening. I decided I still love you. Hold on. Anyways, I'm going to continue what I'm saying, and then I'm going to get into this reading because it's a... whatever. Anyways. So, yeah, being aligned to, like, being a weirdo. And just, like, feeling as though, like, I wasn't accepted. But the more I accept myself, the more I feel whole. The more I feel more connected to self. So, yeah. God's within. God is love. I love others because I love myself. And I can understand others because I seek to understand myself. Now, what's this reading talk about? Weirdo. I still get that weirdo. Yeah. Genuine. Weirdo wants to play your heart. Genuine. Is this a romance reading? A weirdo wants to play your heart. Genuine. Once you wants to play your heart, I'm still getting from the aspect of what I'm talking about. Making you feel as though your beliefs are wrong or who you are is wrong, so that you could continue to fit in or play along to some role that isn't actually your role to play. Being another face in the crowd, like, you know what I'm saying? That's not genuine to you. A real one. Yeah, I thought it was taking a romance turn. It wasn't. Well, we're gonna see where. So when I start doing these readings, like, they take me on a journey as well. Divine being. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, it takes me on a journey as well. Like, especially when the cards come out. Like, I speak from my energy, right? Of just what I'm picking up. And sometimes the card, like, it reveals something else. Because there's just a bunch of energies swirling around me at one time. High emotion sensitive. Especially now that I'm reading for a collective. I used to feel like I was too sensitive to energy to read for a collective. Because when I'm picking up on things, I really do pick up on things. But I feel the most myself doing this. Like, I really love this. I really love being able to do this. Water. Maybe you need to drink more water. Maybe you need to take a bath. Maybe you're a water sign. Maybe you're feeling your emotions out. Maybe you're flowing. Picking up their energy. Yeah. I pick up a lot of energy. This isn't water. It's I'm trying something new. It's a mushroom elixir. A mushroom elixir with, like, it's root beer flavor. Because sometimes I'll be wanting soda, but I don't be drinking soda. I just be getting kombucha. Picking up their energy. I need more water. I will be drinking water soon. Entitled as fuck to you. So yeah. People would try to make you feel as if something's wrong with you for being who you are, but that's because they wish to keep you small so that they could keep some type of control over you. They have an entitlement to you. Gemini again. This came out in my earlier reading. I'm a Gemini. Someone might be a Gemini. Someone might be dealing with a Gemini. Someone might be dealing with a Gemini who feels very entitled. Maybe you're a Gemini who someone feels super entitled to. Honestly, so this is about to be my biased perspective, but I feel like people have this tendency, and I made a video about this on TikTok. Sometimes people have a tendency to gaslight the fuck out of... I'm not even just going to speak in terms of signs, but I do feel like even though, like, Geminis have people pleaser tendencies. I feel like that. I feel like it's inherent to have people pleaser tendencies, to want to be liked by others, right? Being social and wanting to be liked by others. This applies to anybody, you know what I'm saying? But to have these people pleaser tendencies and want to be liked by others, like, people really enjoy your company. People really enjoy having you around. But what they're gonna do, especially if you're like me and you're really honest, like, I'm honest about shit I really don't even have to be honest about sometimes. I be saying whatever comes to mind. So when you're really honest and you have people pleaser tendencies, what would happen is you start talking, you start sharing your truth, you start being you, and eventually someone's just going to give you hell about it and make you feel as though something's completely wrong with you, that you're weird, that you are constantly always, like, talking about something, or that what you're saying doesn't matter, especially if you call them out on their bullshit. You're a liar now. And They want to keep you as small as possible so that they could keep you around, so you could play their role of taking them to parties and shit, or doing some fun shit, whatever. You know what? Like going on mini adventures. Again, this could apply to any sign, but I'm coming from a biased perspective as a Gemini, and especially when I talk to other Geminis, like, bro, like you're the fun, but you're the fun because you're present. Or if you're not present, like, you just know how to have a good time when you need to have a good time. You know how to make a good time out of nothing. So people really just be trying to keep you away from the more intellectual part of yourself, like keeping you in a box when all you do is seek knowledge and you want to continuously expand in your version. You want to expand, but they don't want you to expand either, because if you expand, you could really expand. So that entitlement to them makes people want to kind of like hold you back. I be cutting niggas loose quick. Surrender to it and release control. I be fucking surrendering and cutting shit loose. It hurts me. I be thinking about this. It hurts me to cut people off, but it doesn't mean I'm not gonna cut you off. Even though it hurts, and even though I know you're gonna be hurt, and even though I know you're gonna fucking hate me, cause you're gonna hate the fuck out of me when I cut you off. I do it cause you're not about to keep me stuck. I literally cannot be stuck. I hate that feeling. I hate the feeling of being stuck. I think that's the only thing I really fear. Not growing. I don't even really fear death. I fear not growing. That is death. Vibes is right. Keep doing it. I'll give you everything. What you want is yours. You proved yourself to me. People make you want to prove yourself. People will make you want to prove yourself, who you are. Break all parts of you down. You're healing, releasing that shit. You're coming into alignment with who you really are and what you really like, and you took that time to really get to know you and really understand where you're coming from. Understand that your intentions have always been genuine. Even when people didn't understand it. You weren't out here trying to hurt people for no fucking reason. And now they want forgiveness because they realized you weren't an asshole. Like, you were just telling the truth. They didn't want to hear the truth. So, of course, the reaction to the truth is to automatically try to make you feel like you're the liar. Or that you're the crazy one. Because you said, hey, I don't like that you act like this sometimes. Hoes mad. Damn, this is... masculine. Oh, okay, so something I was picking up, you know, I feel like some people are like in their masculine and they're not supposed to be there. Like, it's just not a comfortable energy for them. Like, regardless of gender, like there's some people who are sitting in their masculine and it's really uncomfortable for them. So when you come and you just surrender and you allow for flow and you allow people to be who they are, you just allow shit. And not just allow shit as in I'm not protecting my boundaries. I'm going to protect the fuck out of my boundaries now. But I also like to be soft. So if something is violating my boundaries, I'm going to walk away. I'm not going to sit there and argue. That I feel like is a very masculine thing, or a toxic masculine thing to do. Sit there and argue or debate some shit. Prove yourself to... What the fuck I look like proving myself to anything? What do you look like proving yourself to anything? That's conflicting with the divine feminine energy. And not even in the sense of just, again, we embody both. I'm a naturally masculine person, but I do like to be in my feminine and surrender and allow for flow to come into my life, because that's how my life moves in the best direction. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it triggers people when you're like that, when you're gonna walk away from some shit, when you're not gonna waste your energy carelessly. What am I putting energy into fighting for? That is not the life that I want to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know when to trigger, I know when to turn that masculine energy on and get to work. But I'm not about to sit here and fight with nobody. I'm not about to sit here and request that somebody respects me. If you don't respect me, then you could go about your business. That's how I feel. Royal vibes. You know what I'm saying? fuck I look like? Like, if you don't respect me, I'm gonna go about my business. You could go about your business. Like, how you feel about that is really not my problem no more. Like, before, maybe intuition on point. Like, before, maybe a couple years ago, I would really feel so bad. Nowadays, I'm really on some, like, literally, I could care less. Because I know I made this decision from a good place. I know I made the decision to leave you back because I've told you before. I say something, I give you 2 times to hear the same shit coming out my mouth before I make a decision. Because I'm not about to sit here and argue. I'm not going to sit here and waste energy trying to say something over and over and over again. Like, that doesn't make no fucking sense. That's controlling. And I release that controlling trait within my own life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to sit here and try to get you to act right. What the fuck I look like? I'm not a dog trainer, baby. Like, I am not a dog trainer. I am a person who has shit going on in my life that I would rather take care of than to try to take care of somebody else or to convince somebody to like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I be seeing that shit when like, we're just talking because the Gemini card came out. I know that was just a trigger for me to speak more about myself to get to this point in the reading. But I see that shit in other, like, Geminis, like that. I need you to like me. If you don't like me, I have a problem right now. And it's like, bro, relax. Everyone isn't going to like you. You can't create a version of yourself for everybody. Who do you want to be? Would you rather be yourself or be what everybody else needs you to be? And that's for anybody. Because there's parts of me that I used to hide in order to be tolerated. Are you shitting me? Fuck, I look like being tolerated. If you don't love me and accept me, get the fuck out of my face. Because I'm not keeping you around if I don't love you or respect you or accept you. That's not fair to you. I am not the person who's about to sit here and try to have somebody around where I can make them feel like shit constantly. I don't like people like that. I don't like people who make themselves smaller either. I won't make myself small, and I don't like people who try to make themselves small either. Because you're going to be very upset when I choose not to be small. And I know not to keep you around because they have like this resentment to them. I've been there. I've done that. A resentment of I'm small, I'm making myself smaller. Now I'm mad at you because I don't know how to dominate you. It's like a whole game. Like if you're not able to dominate me, you feel as though you need to be dominated by me, or you feel dominated by me, when the truth is I'm doing nothing but surrendering to this shit. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna care less and less and less. And I am not about to try to string or change my personality, and I don't like people who do that shit around me. Like, don't change your personality. Don't try to be liked by me. Like, be you. The only thing I really like is authenticity. Be you. I love when people be them unapologetically, deadass. Like, the moment I peep you change your personality around, and again, like, different people get different versions of us, but the moment I see you change your personality around somebody else, bro, like, I'm just like, who are you for real? Who are you for real? And it makes me look at myself, because that's the only thing I can control. I can't sit there and be like, let me try to figure you out. No. I'm going to figure out if I also have these traits in some way, and if that's why we align. It makes me want to shed any people pleaser tendency I have, like, to the point where now somebody can have the perception of me of not being pleasant. I don't want to be pleasant. I want to be Sam. Sometimes I'm pleasant. If I don't like you, I'm probably not. I'm not giving you energy for no reason. I don't need to be liked by you. I don't want to be liked by you. That just came out with my mouth, but yeah, like, that's the energy that's getting you to the point where you need to be. That's the energy that's getting you out of your comfort zone and being able to do things in environments where you would initially or before in some part of your journey be smothered. You know what I'm saying? Have your fire put out. New ideas. Ace of Swords, like, you're being handed the perfect plan. You're being handed the perfect plan, and you're realizing your dreams, and you're getting rewards for walking in your light, walking in your authenticity, And the more you walk in your authenticity, the more rewarded you feel, the more you manifest from a good space, aligning to a life that is truly for you. This became a lesson about people pleasing. Fuck that shit. Don't do that shit. Do not do that shit, bro. Like, it's such a waste of energy. It is such a waste of energy. And those people that you were people pleasing for don't know themselves. And then eventually they come to this point where they're just like, oh my God, like, especially when you leave, sometimes it's necessary to just leave. Surrender to that shit and release it. Sometimes it's necessary to just leave, because while I really can't care how people have processed things, I used to want to. But the more I cut things off, the more I'm sure of myself and the less I care. So you come to this point, like, where you're so sure of yourself. It's like people are like, what the fuck? Like, none of the gaslighting works. Like, it's just like, now they're just like, fuck, why did I do that thing to you? It's an experience that I'm also having at work. Like, I'm coming from this position and I'm explaining this to y'all. This is the experience I'm having at work with another Gemini. It's weird. It's just like, bro, like, you don't have to be liked by me, because I'm gonna let you know I don't like you. Don't try to be liked by me, because you were being mean to me just a while ago when everyone else didn't like me. So it's like, now that people are liking me, you want to like me. Bro, everything's weird and they're all childish. That's why, again, it's important to know yourself and to know where you're coming from and to be sure where you are on your journey, because people will really try to fuck with your mind. They'll try to make you feel as though something's wrong with you, when the truth is they're feeling intimidated by your light. Fuck that shit. So I say that as, like, I don't know. I say that to say, like, keep being you. Keep being true to you. Deadass. Like, who cares? People are going to feel any type of way. It's all perspective. It's all perspective. Everyone's going to have a different perspective of you. The only perspective that truly matters about you is yours. Do you like who you are? Do you like how you maneuver that situation? Again, I'm able to love people because I love myself. So I could see through people because I've learned to see through myself. I can call myself out on my own bullshit, but I'm not allowing myself to be gaslit. I feel like pulling another one of these cards, bro. Yeah, like, I'm not gonna allow myself to be gaslit. Heavy feelings. I'm not about to sit here and be gaslit. I'm not about to be manipulated. Like, I know when I'm wrong. I have a strong sense of morality because of how much I've been sticking to who I am. Now it's like my sense of justice is not no joke, bro. Flow. I'm flowing. Are you flowing? You're flowing. We're a collective, so you get what I'm saying. This is all in regards to you as well. If you're here, if you're guided here, this means something to you. Take what resonates, leave what don't. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching me be me, because I've been coming on here, whatever mood I'm in, I'm showcasing that. However, whatever energy I'm picking up, I'm showcasing that. And I really do thank y'all, and I'm so happy that we're growing. I really do thank y'all for being. The song that came on is Didn't You Know? Didn't you know? I'm really happy that y'all are here with me and that you're able to see me, and it's like I'm showcasing this version of me that at some point in my time in my life didn't exist. I wasn't this authentic before, and now I'm finally just here, allowing myself to be, and really ignoring judgment, really not giving a fuck about judgment, because if it hits me, it's about me. So that is my insight. Thank you for being here.